Antonio Gonzalez with the Associated Press. TJ, what jumps out at you when you see D'Angelo Russell, what you've seen on him on tape? And I don't know if you got to see him at all yesterday here live.
The first thing that comes to mind, obviously, is he's a top 5 pick for sure. And he scores in bunches, and, if you let him get hot, I don't think there's a very good chance that you can beat Ohio State. So he makes their team go, and we're going to have to do a good job on him tomorrow for us to have a chance to win.
Brandon, maybe you could talk about what you guys know about Ohio State. Obviously, not much time to scout between yesterday's game and tomorrow.
We know that they're a very aggressive team, both offensively and defensively. Obviously, they force, I want to say, 16 turnovers a game in their conference, and obviously it's pretty high. So we're definitely looking to take care of the ball and make sure we attack their defensively the right way.
Bob Baptist from the Columbus Dispatch. Brandon, 2 years ago in that game, they were having a lot of success playing with a smaller lineup. They're kind of small again with a 6'4" guy at power forward. What gave you the most difficulty in that game, the way they were playing, and do you have any sense that you might see that type of strategy from them again tomorrow?
I would say just the fact that LaQuinton Ross was such a unique player, and the fact that, he was 6'8", but at the same time he spread the floor very well. We definitely expect to see something similar to that, but at the same time I think we're more equipped and more ready to handle something like that this year with, our smaller lineup as well. And even with me at the 4 and Caleb at the 5, I still think we're better equipped to handle that.
Antonio Gonzalez with the Associated Press. This is for either of you guys. Coach Mata and Coach Miller obviously have a history together from when you guys played them 2 years ago, what you see on them now. Do you see any similarities in styles, philosophies between the two teams?
Well, unfortunately, the last time we played Ohio State, I was sitting out and I wasn't at the game, so I didn't really, wasn't able to catch it live. But we hear Coach Miller talk how good of friends they are all the time, and I'm sure they run the same stuff for how long they coach together at Xavier. And Coach Mata is a great coach, and along with Coach Miller, and they coach similar, and they're great friends, and I'm sure they're looking forward to playing against each other tomorrow.
Brad Sussmat, Sports 360 AZ. Yesterday on the broadcast, Reggie Miller used the LeBron James name being dropped in on Stanley Johnson. For both of you, do you see that, and are you in awe of what you're seeing out of this freshman?
I've never played with a guy as talented as Stanley, and I played with Aaron last year, who was probably the closest talent-wise to Stanley, but Stanley does it all. And the LeBron James comparison, I think Stanley has a long way to go to ever be compared to LeBron James, but I know if he works hard, he could have a very long career in the NBA.
I'd pretty much say the same as TJ. Physically and athletically, it's definitely easy to compare the two. But talent-wise and honestly in terms of work ethic and competitiveness, I'd say Stanley's right up there with them as well.